legislature earlier today. It was a World War II veteran from Miramichi, very well decorated, came to speak to our caucus and was presented to the entire legislature. And it reminds me when I walked out here today to see the group, it reminds me that if we're here able to have these types of debates on the floor of the legislature and have varying points of view being raised in public, it's because of the sacrifices that our veterans have made, and it's because we live in a free and democratic country, and I do think that's important and worth pointing out. C'est certain que sur la question de gouverner, ce n'est jamais facile. Nous suivons de très près ce qui se passe à Ottawa au niveau du projet de loi pour l'aide médicale à mourir. Governing is always about trying to find the right balance. You have collective rights, you have individual rights, you have the Supreme Court that makes decisions, and all that needs to be respected, and you need to find the right approach. We are following very closely the debate in Ottawa. We're following very closely the debate on the legislation around medical assistance in dying, and we will certainly have to act accordingly. We're consulting with our healthcare professionals. We're with the various people that are involved in providing good quality health care. One of the speakers mentioned earlier, the importance of palliative care, and palliative care is important, and that's why, as a government, we invested in Hospice Fredericton here to make sure that there were other options available to families and to individuals. Alors, c'est certain que le débat n'est pas terminé. Les décisions ne sont pas toutes prises. Nous allons suivre de très près quelle est la décision finale. Obviously, if the federal legislation gets amended one way or the other, or changes are brought to it, all that will have an impact on how the province of New Brunswick will have to adjust to that. Obviously, it depends how far that piece of legislation goes before we're able to determine what exactly needs to happen here in the province of New Brunswick. So, like every other province, I'm sure, we're following the debate that's happening across the country and in Ottawa, and we will certainly make the necessary or take the necessary actions once we know for sure where that bill is. And as I said, governing is all about finding a proper balance, and we're certainly going to try to do that. But it is important to continue to make sure that we do have other options. Medical assistance in dying should certainly not be the only option. Investing in palliative care and having a proper strategy is something that the staff at the Department of Health are currently working on in collaboration with the two RHAs and the other healthcare professionals. Alors, je vous remercie d'être ici. C'est très important de venir entendre tous les points de vue sur la question. It is important to come out and hear all the opinions on this issue, and I thank you for being here. Some have traveled. I went around. There's some from Bathurst, from Edmundston, from all over the province, so I do thank you for taking the time to be here, and rest assured that